Hello everyone, my name's Alicia and welcome back to my channel. And welcome if you're new here. Today's video is going to be my March TBR. I have a couple of mandatory reads this year and then some books that I would like to squeeze in towards the end of the month if I can. And I apologize if you hear me hiccuping. I literally just got a case of the hiccups before starting to film, so we're just gonna go with it. The first book that I have on this list is a mandatory read, and that is for the Reading by Candlelight Book Club. I will have all of the links and co-hosts and all information in the description, but the book that we are reading for March is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. The second book is not a mandatory book, but I would like to try to read it this month, and that is The Library of the Dead by T.L. whatever the last name is. I'm sorry, I'm not going to try to butcher that one, but this is the author. The third book that I'm going to be reading this month is a mandatory read, and I'm really excited because this is a reread and I'm reading it for the Crave-a-long, and that is Covet. This is book 3 in the series, so we will be reading and discussing this, and I will have all of the information down in the description. The next book that I would like to read this month, if I can squeeze it in, is Dig to Graves by Gretchen McNeil. This is one of her newer books, and right now I know nothing about it, so I think I'm gonna leave it that way and just read it and see what happens. The next book on my list is a nonfiction, and I bought this one a while ago and I've just never read it, so we're going to see what happens. But it is Wake Up Happy by Michael Strahan. You may have seen him. He has been in several different venues. He used to be a co-host with, I believe, Kelly Ripa, and I don't even remember what the show was. I think it was like Kelly and Michael was the title, because she's had so many different co-hosts. But he's also been a sportscaster. He's on Good Morning America, and he had a role in Magic Mike, the second one, I believe. The next book on this list is King of the Screw-Ups by K.L. Going, and this one is a signed copy. I forget where I got this one, but the author came to I was doing like a creative writing class, and she came to the university, and so we, as part of one of our classes, got to go and see her do a signing and talk about writing and publishing and all that stuff. So that's why I have it signed, but I don't remember when I got the book. I just know that I had it prior to going to that signing. The next one, and I'm about to start reading this one, is Three Mages and a Margarita by Annette Marie. This one I've heard really good things about. Someone said that they think it would be right up my alley, so this one is going to be read next, as it won the Twitter poll that I had up. I was like, choose my next read. This was the book that won. And from what I understand, it's book 1 in a trilogy, I believe. The next one is another nonfiction, but I've read this one before, but I want to reread it again as I get into more of my writing this year, and that is No Plot, No Problem. This one, if you may have seen it before, but this is kind of like a, it's like a low stress guide, but they break it down on how they do National Novel Writing Month, or NaNoWriMo. Usually takes place in the month of November, but I'm going to read this and implement it for April. The next book is not mandatory either. I think I only had the 3 that were mandatory. The rest of them I just want to kind of squeeze in. But the next one is Nick and Charlie by Alice Oseman. This, I think, takes place after the graphic novels. I'm not 100% sure. But it's really short, so I hopefully can squeeze this one in before the end of the month. And the last and final book is a behemoth, so I don't know if I will be able to get to this one, but I would like to because I want to see what happens. And that is A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is book 2 in the From Blood and Ash series, and the way that book 1 ended, if you know, you know. I want to read this one right now, but this is not a mandatory book, so I'm gonna squeeze it in before the end of the month if I can. Well, that is all for me in this TBR video. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you're reading any of these, or if you have read them and think I should read them before some of the others. Until next time, that is all for me. Please like, comment, and subscribe so that we can grow the channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!